Hello guys, we are about to build our brushless gimbal for the Discovery. We have 4 bags with the TBS mount. We have the frame part, the camera mount and some spacers for the motors to make them fit good. So I just put the bags aside and open the TBS mount bag, and you get the bottom mount. The top mount is the one with cutouts for the motor mount, and we have a lot of screws. It's a couple of M3 screws and M2 and M2 lock nuts, and it's designed to fit the lock nuts in the frame. Just press them into position. It can be a little bit tricky to get them in to fit. Okay. Just like that. We'll see if we can get, oops, just escaped from the plate. Okay, I've fitted the nuts and put in 2 M2 screws. Just make sure you don't over tighten. And we are about to mount the brackets on both sides. Press them in, and the second mount. Whoops. And the other side. Then I'm gonna fit the nuts in the cutouts, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, I've fitted all empty screws and the nuts, so when you are done with that, just tighten the screws. Don't over tighten. Just make sure they are screwed enough. And the last one. The only part for building this is a 1.5 millimeter hex. That's the top part. Then we have supplied 2 pieces of foam. Just peel off one side and center it on the piece and just squeeze it into place. And we have the top part ready. Do the same with the bottom part. Just center the cutout and squeeze it together. That's the bottom part ready. Then we need, is it 2 millimeter? No, it's a 2.5 millimeter hex. Just add the 4 screws and put it together with the bottom part. Then add the lock nuts to all 4 screws. And the last one. So that's the mount part for the Discovery. Then we are ready to start build the rest of the gimbal, and it's the side bow and the mount for the engine and the camera. Put the Discovery mount aside, and this part consists of 2 cut out G10 parts and 2 screws. Same concept, easy mounting. They are really tight fit. May need to press it down. Add your nuts. I'm using a plier to get them centered in the holes. Can be a bit tricky to get them in. Yes, they are quite a tight fit. Didn't go in straight. Try again to make it go straight into the hole. Come on, little nut. Okay, I have fitted the nuts. They can be really tight, and just screw them together and don't over tighten. Okay, we have the TBS mount and gimbal mount. They just look like this. Simple to build. You can't do it wrong. And we then move on to the camera mount. And open the camera mount bag. Just getting all the parts out. And we have the same concept. Just 4 nuts and 4 screws. And we have the one with the round bar, that's the top. And we have the bottom. And we have the left side bracket where we mount the motor, and we have the right hand side bracket which is cut out to allowing your cables on your GoPro, so you can easily access the micro SD card, the HDMI and the USB port, and it's mounted. And just take the bottom part, and it's really a tight fit. Just press them together, and the top part, it's a tight fit. Okay, it's mounted. I'll add the nuts and the screws, so I'm back in a minute. Okay, I have added the nuts and the screws, and just screw them together, just firmly. Don't over tighten, just make sure they're a good screw. It's built with really tight, so if you over tighten the screws, you might destroy the parts. So then we have the TBS mount, the engine and holder, and we have the camera frame. Then we're ready to take our motor mount back, and of course 2 gimbal motors.